Hello, how are you guys? You are here for summer camp day 2. I'm sorry I'm late. Trying new technology. Notice the little pretty, how do I show you? The pretty text and fonts and pictures in the corner. That shows it's a new technology, but I sent it to the wrong page. I had it in my personal page instead of my business page. But anyway, we are diving in here with Summer Camp Day 2. So I'm glad you're here. If you are new to Reading Simplified, we are all about streamlining reading instruction so that the classroom teacher or the tutor, the homeschooled parent, the mentor can accelerate reading achievement in a super fast way, but also streamline his or her reading instruction, not have to take 1,000 years for every skill to develop. So what we're going to do today with my young friend is just 3 critical activities, or maybe, yeah, I think 3, maybe with a little bonus one, that I use with every beginning or struggling reader so that they can accelerate their reading achievement and I can do a lot of activities all at once. So the first one we're going to do is called Switch It. Okay? And Switch It will do a ton of different things. So I'm just cleaning up some of the things that I'm working on. I want to see how this is looking on the page, and then we'll get started. Actually, you can maybe get started while I work on this. Can you make the word best? I know she's doing her best, and so am I, but sometimes live TV is kind of scary.
Why is this B or D?
That's a B. Mm-hmm. B. Okay, so I see we're working. Let me know if you are here, and give my young friend some hearts or some thumbs up, some likes, so that she knows that her efforts are being shown to you guys. Okay, so you built the word best. Very nice. Okay, so let's tell me the sounds. And the word is
Best.
That was easy. Was that your best job? It was good. Okay. So notice she did some segmenting. She pulled apart the sounds and she's identifying the letter sounds. And she's having a little trouble with BD reversals, which is normal, and we'll keep working on it. Okay, you got best. You're going to need to add something to make it blessed. I feel blessed to get to work with you. So we're going to change best to blessed. What are you going to add? We're not going to switch. We're just going to add. That's right. Okay. Now, can you change that into blessed? Because right now you just said blessed. Blessed. Uh-huh. Oh, but now you have blet. We need actually one more sound to make it blessed. Yep. How can you make it blessed? You actually just have blet. So here is blet. We need blessed. How can we turn it into blessed? Feeling blessed is feeling good, feeling
Blessed.
That's the whole thing. Let's check the sounds. But real short. And the word is?
Blessed.
Bless. Okay, switch it to blast. If you're having a blast, you're having a great time. That's one meaning of blast. Okay, we'll put our vowels over here. Great, let's check it. That's all the sounds connected. Now let's separate them. Tell me each one by itself. And the word is? Awesome. Okay, so let's switch it to Brant. Brant could be a guy's name. Can you say Brant? Brant. You've got oh, you know what? I just skipped to something. I skipped 2 switches. Miss Marnie made, okay, this is going to be challenging, but I think you can do it. I'm going to help you. We have blast. We're going to switch 2 things to make it Brant. Brant is like a guy's name. Brant. Can you say Brant? Okay, so you have blast. What? Wait, That's right. Which two are you going to take out? Yeah, go ahead. What are we going to put there? And you have okay. Uh-huh. So what's going to go here? Grant. You have the to make brand. What sound is that? This by itself? You made Brant. It's a guy's name. Okay, let's check the sounds. That's more like a dog growling. She was kind of saying what? A little bit more of a what sound. Okay. And the word is? Okay, so I totally made a mistake because I asked her to do 2 switches, but she nailed it. So that's pretty hard. I wouldn't normally do that with someone in their second day of switch it, but teachers have a busy life and they sometimes make little mistakes, don't we? Everybody does. Okay, we're going to do another guy's name. You have Brant. Let's switch it to Brent. Can you say Brent? Do you know any boys or guys named Brent? Okay, let's switch Brant to Brent. You switch it from Brant to Brent. That's a hard one. Okay, I'm going to help her. Look at what you have. Brant. Switch it to Brent. Okay, you're looking up there. You need to look right here. There you go. Oh, you figured it out. Okay, tell me the sounds in Brent. Okay, real short, each one by itself. That's like a dog growling. Okay, this was Brant. Look, sweetheart, Brant. But this is what? Brant. Very good. So what we're doing is having her switch out each sound. You did a great job on that. Woo! And she is doing phonemic manipulation. When she takes out the a and puts in the e, that is phonemic manipulation, which is really great brain training for her because that's what she needs to use as a beginning reader, or to attack any unknown word from here on till she's an adult. Like if I read a strange Russian word that I'm not sure about, and I look at it, I'm like, is that Dostoevsky or Dostoevsky? I'm playing with the vowels, and I'm pulling one sound out and putting another one in to see if I hear a word that I've heard before. Oh, I think I've heard Dostoevsky, so I'm going to try the e. And that's the same thing that she's doing right here, developing that skill of flipping the vowels around. Usually it's the vowels. And when she's attacking an unknown word and developing the brain skill to be really super good at it. And she's also practicing letter sound knowledge at the same time, getting that BD reversal fixed, getting the short vowels really automatic, and phonemic segmentation, which will serve her super well as a speller. Okay, you ready for the next thing? So that was Switch It. It does all that, plus it teaches the concept of the alphabetic principle. And it teaches left to right tracking, basic concepts of print. So all of that can be done all at once from the get-go. And that's why that activity is so powerful. But now we're going to switch it to Gran. I just gave away the word. Did you hear what I said? I meant to say we're going to switch it to Read It, the activity that is next and most important. But I have to come up with another word. Okay. So yesterday when I did a little pre-testing with my young friend, when she read an unknown word, she was more likely to do sound word. So if it was the word sun, she would say s, n, and then try to guess sun. And that works for her to some extent, but as words get more and more sounds, like 4-sound, 5-sound words, or multi-syllable words, that strategy will slow her down and maybe cause confusion. So we want her to put the sounds together as she goes. That's what we call blend as you read. Okay, so let's do the blend as you read approach. What are those first 2 sounds? Keep adding. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Bland.
Bland.
Bland. Have you ever heard of the word bland?
Bland, kind of like, it means like it's not so, that means that's kind of plain.
Exactly. Excellent definition. Okay, so let's pick a color, and you can write the sounds as you say them. So did you see how she put the sounds together as she went? Let's give my friend some thumbs up. Woo! I'm going to just do it. Okay, now you write it and say each sound as you do. And try not to look at the word because you hear the word bland in your head, so you can probably hear the sounds. What is that first sound in bland?
B.
Very good. And if you're just tuning in, say hi, tell us where you're from. Tell us if you've used Switch It. So I gave you 2 questions, whichever one you want. Okay, you got B. Okay, bland. Notice how I'm emphasizing the sound in the words. Bland. Okay, you were so close because you wrote blad. Blad. What do we need instead to make it bland? Very good. So I don't want her to be looking at the word and then thinking B-L-A-N-D. I want her to be thinking sounds. That's why I covered it up, because she actually could hear all those sounds except that next to last one, because adjacent consonants at the beginning and the end of words are hard. Okay, you remember the erase it game? This is the last step and read it. Okay. B. O. A. Let us know where you're from, everybody. Say hi to my young friend for reading on TV for you. Okay, so that was bland. So this is a great way to build her blend as you read ability. That blending issue that can be so tricky for kids, this is a great way to solve it super quick. And I'm not going to spend too much time on it because the other issue that we uncovered when we did some testing was that when she saw vowel digraphs, or trigraphs, 2 letters that were one sound or 3 letters that were one sound, she wanted to say each sound separately. She wanted to say ah and ah. She didn't really have the concept yet that this was one sound and that this could be one sound and so on and so forth. So we're going to introduce that concept to her and try to get that established for her because that's what most of the code is like. Only a small fraction of our written language is actually 1 letter, 1 sound. Most of it is 2 letters, and there's a lot that she has to learn. So I really like it for kindergartners, at least by the end of the year, to have already been exposed to this kind of concept so they don't get stuck in a 1 letter, 1 sound world. So we're going to break out of that 1 sound, 1 letter world with another activity today, which is similar to Build It. Can I take this? Similar to Build It, but we call Switch It, but we call it Build It. Okay, so first what we're going to do is going to read a lot of words with the O sound. Can you say O? Oh, very nice. Oh, well, it's just O. It can be ah. You're right. That letter, this letter, it can be ah. But I'm just going to be talking about the sound O, like go. The sound in go.
Or Oliver.
Well, in Oliver, it's an ah. So go, slow, home, boat. Do you hear those?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's build the word boat. Okay, so I'm just going to give her 3 choices, and we're going to build boat. Okay, what's the first sound you hear in boat? Very nice. You built the word. Did you know this was O?
Yeah.
So that is 1 sound, and it says, tell me each sound separately. Guess what, though? That's not the only one that's spelled that way. Isn't that tricky? That's boat. Let's see where they can see that. We got that boat over here. But we also have slow. Can you make the word slow? Oh, you're not slow. You are quick. Okay, is this the same O as this?
No.
Okay.
Because this is O-A, this is O-U.
That's a W. But both of them say what sound? Or what do we say when we see? Oh, okay, so this is slow, and this is what sound? Oh, and this is. So we have a tricky language, don't we? Let's check the sounds in slow one more time. Okay, nicely done. I'm going to take the tip from here. I don't think I got enough. Let's make the word most, okay? What candy do you like the most?
Lollipop.
Oh, lollipop. We'll have to keep that in mind. And now I'm taking this. Okay, most. Can you build the word most? This is called Build It to introduce the advanced code or long vowels and all those tricky phonics combinations. If you have done this before, let us know something about your experience doing this. Okay, tell me. Good fix. Most. And the word is?
Most.
Most of the time, I like to read books the most. And you like lollipops the most. So what sound is this? Candy, but in this word it's O. And what sound is this? Oh, okay. What sound is this? Okay, oh my goodness, look at all these O's. Do you think there are any more?
Maybe.
Yes, there are. Okay, so let's make the word toe. Thank you, Rena. We're getting some hearts for you, my young friend. Oh, that was super fast. I didn't even hear you. What'd you say?
Oops.
And well, is it?
Toast.
You know what? This would make toast. Toast something would, and then with a T right here, with a T right here. Yeah. So this is just what word is this?
Toes.
Toe. Do you have some of those? How many? Okay. So is this, what sound is this again? Oh, and what sound is this? And this? And this? Oh my goodness. Now this spelling is very similar to this spelling, but that's been separated. So see these two letters here? They're the same as this one, but it's been separated. So both of these are O, but this one's harder because it's been separated. So we're going to make the word note. Like I write a note. Can you make the word note? Just make it right on here. We'll put it on top of these little lines and squares. Okay, that might make tone. Can you make note? Well, we need the O. The O is going to help us. So let's start with the beginning. This is the O. What goes here to make note? No. Do you like to write notes? Okay. Check the sounds in note. O. Look, the whole O. This is the whole O. You see that? It's separated, but it's just like these two letters, except it's separated. And you wrote the word note. Okay, so we've got this spelling for O. And this spelling for this spelling for and this one? Oh my goodness, that's a lot of spellings. Did you guys know that there were that many O's? Anybody out there know that? And now you do, and you're only in first grade. I bet some grown-ups don't even know that there are that many O's. So that's pretty awesome. So that was Build It. That's a great introduction to the concept that this crazy language of ours can have one sound but multiple spellings. So that's just the introduction. But I want to help her to see them in words and to practice reading them without me calling them out. So what we're going to do is sort it, which is one of the 3 critical activities I use with so many kids, whether they're beginners or strugglers. And it looks like this. And this is all going to be about the O sound, my young friend, okay?
Sometimes I do that.
Good. So this will be easy peasy for you. Okay, so we're just going to do a few of these, a few O sounds. Notice first there is a key sentence. Can you read that key sentence with me? Go home to show the boat to Joe.
I did this one at home.
All right. That's funny. I just had my computer go to sleep on me. Sorry about that. Okay, so you did this at home, then this should be pretty easy. What's this first word?
Go.
Go. Where does go go?
Just go.
Which spelling is the same as this O? Like this one. Where is that in these columns?
Go.
Very nice. Okay, let's do another word. Now that G is a little backwards, actually. So I'm going to help you do that.
I just noticed.
Let me do it. You circle around, straight up, scoop down. So you start here and you go this way. So this sorting activity helps her to get practice with these spellings over and over again because she has to look at the inside parts of words. Okay, what's this word that has the O sound in it?
Wait.
Let's look at the first sound.
There.
That's right. What's the first sound?
Sh.
Shh.
Oh.
And the word is?
Sh.
Show me where that O is. Where does that belong? Show me, please. Okay, there's that O right here. Where is it in our list? Where is that O? That's right.
E.
We're going to do that one and 3 more, and then we'll be done. Say the sounds. Shh. Very good. O. It's all O. The whole thing is O.
So it's.
No, you wrote it right. You wrote it right.
This was separated a little bit.
It's you don't want it so separated. Okay.
You want it too separated. It looks like. Shoe.
Do you guys have problems with your kids learning advanced phonics or long vowels? Let me know what some of your issues are. Maybe we can talk about it in relation to this or just in general. So let me know what your issues are. Okay, so we've got go and show. What's this one? You only have 3 more to do, and then we'll be done.
Road.
Road. I traveled down the road. Now, where is that O? Is it like this one? Which one is it like? That O in road.
I would say.
Is it like this?
No.
Is it like this?
Maybe.
Is it just like that?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's look really carefully. This is this spelling, like this one. These two are the same, but we're doing the word road right here. And look at that inside part of road. That's not quite the same, is it? What else could it, it's not any of these. What else could it be? Is it this one? There, you found it. There's the O in road. Okay, so say the sounds as you write it. Row. Keep writing the whole O. Row. Okay, finish the O. It's right there. Row. O. And the last sound? Can I see? Road. Okay, look how well she's doing so far. She's built go and show and road. You ready to do 2 more and be done? Are you learning all these O's?
Oh, we're doing one.
Aha, you think the one goes in each column? That's clever. Look at all these O's that you've got here. You've been learning all about these O's.
There's 5.
Yep. And so let's do another one. Let's do this word. I'm going to skip a little bit. What's this one right here? Check carefully. No? Yeah. Very nice. Home. You like to hang out at home? Okay, where does home belong? Notice these are a little different than the other ones because it's separated like this, isn't it? Separated? Where's that separated one? Okay, so say, huh. Oh, you can write the whole O all at once and skip a little space. Or you can, and then you're quiet down here because that's still, oh, wow, you wrote home really quickly. And the last one is this one.
Fake word.
Nope, it's real. Start the first sound. It could be, try O. Because we're doing O. But the first, wow, she did it. She likes candy, lollipops the most, I heard. Oh, you know what? I did the wrong one. That would go, most would go here, but I didn't want to do that one. Let's do this one. Most would go there, but I just blipped out on which one we needed. Oh, this is one sound. What is it?
Toe.
Toe. You have 10 of those, don't you? So where does toe belong? Which spelling is like that? O. Yeah. Go ahead and say. And same as Joe, right? So say write toe. And then right there's the O. So say O. I really like how she's saying the sound the whole time she's writing it. Oh, very nice. Let's show off your work. Let's give her some love, my friends. She's not even in first grade yet, but she is able to read these O sound words. Miss Marianne just gave you a thumbs up. And she is sorting them by spelling, so she's having to really pay attention to the inside parts of words, how each spelling, each sound could have all these different spellings. And that all was connected with this key sentence. Because right here, can you see this? Right here I have go home to show the boat to Joe. So each of these words is like a key to these spellings, just like these. Can you say the key sentence? Go home to show the boat to Joe. So that key sentence helped me remember these spellings. It's right here again. Go home to show the boat to Joe. Okay, do you think you have a spelling? The key sentence? Go home to
show the boat to Joe.
Nicely done. So we would keep practicing that, and she would get better and better at recognizing those so she could read them in more and more words. So thank you so much. You worked hard today. I kind of kicked it up a level, kicked it up a notch, moved her to something more challenging. She hadn't really done much of that in kindergarten, it doesn't look like, because when she was reading words like this originally, she wanted to say each sound as a separate, each letter rather as a separate sound, like ah, or wa. She didn't really get that this could be one thing, but now we're going to start to get that concept, aren't we? Because this can be, what sound can that be? It can be, but, well, this by itself, this can be. And what can this be? Oh. What could this be? And this by itself can be? Yes. And Rena says her grandkid sits next to me to battle to read, and he is in some sort of class. And, I am not familiar with that place. I'm glad you're here, Rena, so you can work with your grandkids. Let me know what are some of the battles. Maybe I can help you brainstorm some ideas. Okay, so you did a great job. Thank you so much for helping me. If I hadn't worked her so hard, I would like to have her read to me next. I would have her read a passage that focuses on the O sound. Let me show you what I would have her read. So this is Joe and Joan, and I would ask her to read these sentences that have a lot of the O spellings. Notice there are different spellings here. The O in Joe, the O in Joan, the O in both, the O in go. So the different spellings help her kind of get this really quickly in her head that one sound can have lots of spellings. So that's kind of the nastiness of our language. So that was an introduction for a young child moving into the advanced code, or all those long vowels. And I think I'll stay here, but just move seats to share something with you on where you can find information like about this. And we've got a question. Yes, ma'am.
In my grandma's sister is named Joan.
Joan. Oh, okay. So that's a great name for you to read a story about, because you know all about Joan. That's cool. Good listening. So those activities that we just shared are part of something that you can find out more about in the Reading Simplified Academy. And that is a membership for classroom teachers who want to do small group instruction that is hyper efficient, that you don't have to do a bajillion activities to get a lot accomplished. You can do activities like switch it, read it, and sort it, and really do most of the decoding activities you need to do to introduce kids to words and their ability to attack unfamiliar words so that they can read really quite easily. And it also works for homeschooling parents or tutors. But how to put all these things together, you don't have to just figure it out on your own. I have created a system so that you can, let's see if I can show you where it is. Trying to get to it. Let's try this. Here we go. There we go. So you'll find a system for how to do all this right here in the Reading Simplified Academy. So that is a place where you can learn all that you need to know about the handful of activities that can help any beginning or struggling reader. So you notice we have just a few activities. We've got switch it, read it, guided reading, rereading for fluency, sort it, write it. Really, that's just about it for how you teach any beginner or struggling reader. And when you go to a particular unit, let's see. You discover how to do the activity, and you also get the resources you need. So this, for instance, would tell you all that you need to know about Switch It, be a video that you could watch, and you can watch it more than once if you needed to. And you would get handouts about taking notes and putting all the content down in your memory. And then you would also get videos that would show you how Switch It works. So not just talking about it, but also how does it work. Let's see if this will work for us. I'm going to scoot over here. So this is what Switch It looks like.
And a list of words that target your student's level. These are the simple steps for Switch It. Lay out several letter sounds you will use at the top of the board in a scrambled order.
So there you hear a little bit about the procedures, and then you see it in action with several different types of children, beginning kids and more experienced kids who still need to develop their abilities. And then you would get the procedures for that activity, and you would also get, this is really important, also get tips on how to give feedback. That's really where I find most of the gains can be made. For each type of mistake that she made, what does the teacher say to move her forward? A lot of times when our children have struggled with phonemic processing, segmenting, manipulating, blending, and they can't do it, we kind of give up on them, or we just give them the answer. But there are some other things you can do to just give them enough scaffolding to lift them up to the next level. And that's what's so helpful about the giving feedback videos for each of the activities. So let me show you an example of that. It's going to take a second. You want to see? Oh, you're getting... Okay, so let's scoot a little bit further.
No, I just need to turn up the volume.
And you're right.
Switch it to bad.
So this is another little girl.
I hope you don't feel bad. Good. Bed. Now you have bed. Switch it to bad.
So that's an example of how to give feedback with that one type of error where she just didn't know what to do. And that's what we do throughout the Reading Simplified Academy, so that you can quickly dive into the activity and see your students move along. And these activities are based on a program that I created at the University of North Carolina that was published in many different journal articles, and kids got in multiple states, kids in kindergarten and second grade and first grade and some second graders, they got some really profound results as compared to other kids like them who were struggling. And the struggling readers who had these types of activities, like Switch It, like Read It, Sort It, and guided reading the way that we recommended, they accelerated beyond kids who didn't have access to this. And in fact, they found it in multiple reading measures. Every reading measure they tested, those kids did statistically significantly better. And they did best in passage comprehension. So that's really interesting. Not only have I seen that these activities benefit teachers across the country in the U.S. where I'm located, but I also see children accelerate rapidly as well. So through just one-on-one tutoring or when I get to work with small groups. So I think we've got a little comment. Let's see what I missed. So, sorry about that, you guys. I'm trying to double fist with my technology. So, for instance, whether I'm working with a beginner, like a young student like this, or I am working with a 15-year-old student who is dyslexic, I do the same types of activities, and I see them get to grade level or above in about 12 hours of reading instruction. So it really doesn't take that long. Traditional reading remediation instruction typically takes 2 to 3 years, but I see these kinds of them getting to grade level in a matter of weeks and months. I see significant differences in just days. So that's part of what I'm hoping to show you today and this whole week with summer reading camp, that my young friend here, who's already doing well, but we're going to still see that she can grow a lot by having just a few activities that make a difference for her. So all of this is inside the Reading Simplified Academy, which I encourage you to check out. I'll put a link to access it. And it's a great resource for you to not only learn how to do these activities, but also to get all these materials that I'm talking about. I have included hundreds of differentiated materials for kids of all ages, or anyone who's struggling or is a beginner. So for instance, here under Sort It, like the activity I showed you with my young friend today, you could do that with pre-K and kindergarten kids, and you could just scroll here to this one page and download the activities for the O sound, or you could download the activities for the E sound, the sound, etc. Or maybe you wanted to get slightly harder words and slightly harder texts, and you could download a packet of materials for the O sound for first graders, the E sound for first graders, and so on and so forth. And that's just Sort It for pre-K and first. You could also get even harder materials for those who were reading at the second grade level or at the fourth grade level. So the same set of core activities works for kids whether you are beginning or quite older. For instance, I have a 15-year-old student who is dyslexic, who is recently identified as dyslexic, but actually after about 7 hours of reading instruction, he no longer has achievement like a dyslexic student. He's reading at 150 words per minute. His word identification is above average after being in the 37th percentile. His nonsense word reading, which is this kind of a main hallmark for dyslexic students, went from the first grade reading level to being at grade level. So these activities serve so many different types of communities. And so I really think that you'd be served if you checked out the Reading Simplified Academy. So I'm going to see if I can figure out, using my new technology, how to give you that address. So thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. Georgette and Mary and Andrew and Rena, we're so glad you're here. So as you can see, I'm trying new technology. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to give you that address so you can learn more about the Reading Simplified Academy. And tomorrow, please tune in to see how my young friend does. Let's see, here we go. There we go, there it is. So if you go to this web address, you will be able to see all that you need to know about the Reading Simplified Academy, what's inside, how it can serve you. So thank you guys for being here. You ready to say goodbye?
Bye.
And what sound are we working on today? Well, that's right. So she's having a hard time switching between ah and oh, and that's normal because it's a big transition because she's focused probably too long on the one letter, one sound world. So we'll keep working on that so she kind of expands her mind and can learn all that she needs to know about that tricky advanced level that we have in our language. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. And thanks for the hearts. And also keep in mind our ELA Live series, if you can see that in the background. That's coming on late at 9 p.m. You can find all about that at my blog at readingsimplified.com. On the first blog post that comes up, you'll learn about the ELA Live and that professional development. So thanks for being here.